Okay, I've got an Americano instead of a latte, and sweetener and a sweetener, whereas normally I would do a sweetener and a sugar. And basically just trying to cut my calories. Hello and welcome back to another video. I've realised in the last couple of videos I haven't really introed like what I'm doing and what's going on post Gymshark 66. So I'm going to New York in 10.5 weeks now, 11.5 weeks. I don't know how many weeks, soon. So I'm trying to stay consistent with my food and my exercise so that when I'm there I can feel really comfortable, because like summer clothes for the beach are so comfy because you're naked, but summer clothes for the city are much less comfortable, like because of like denim shorts or skirts or whatever, I don't know. Basically I want to feel comfortable in the summer in the city. So this is my anti-chub rub series. And it's Tuesday, it's like 5 in the afternoon, I'm at work, I'm just going to be at work till about 7, and I'm about to train. I'm just going to do some cardio. I'm going to start with the curve. I'm going to do 1 minute on, 30 seconds off for about 10 minutes, which isn't long, but for me, like that will feel quite long, so I've not done these intervals for over a year. I went through a phase of coming in and doing it with one of the PTs, Carly. She would do half an hour's worth of 1 minute on, 30 seconds off, and it's just... Anyway, so I'm going to do about 10-15 minutes and wish me luck. That session was genuinely exhausting. I did 5 lots of 1 minute on, 1 minute off, and then 3 lots of 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. And then just that kettlebell circuit 3 times, and my heart and my lungs and my core were absolutely knackered. And I only did that much, well, one because I was knackered, but actually mainly because I left it too late to train and then I had to have enough time to shower and put face on for my next session. And then I got home and slumped in this corner and had eaten some grapes, and I wasn't able to talk for a good half an hour. And yeah, I've literally just have come off of my laptop. I started ordering pizza and was like, no Helen, you don't want to order pizza because you want to be skinny in New York. But it's because I'm so drained. So all I've had today is 50 grams of oats, and then my chicken, pasta and broccoli, that like protein bar, and the BCAAs. That's all I've had. So according to my fitness pal, oh shit, I've had 758 calories so far. Oh god. So I have no idea if that's on that. So anyway, so now I think I'm going to have beans on toast instead, which is still not great for me, but probably better than pizza. I don't know. I just want to eat everything. Everything. You know, like everything in the house. Yeah, so one of those evenings.
The definition of crazy is I am not crazy.
Guess you are. I've got that on camera. Right, it doesn't look like it, but I put this in my fitness pal, and still 1,500 for the entire day. There's me lunch, and there's me dinner. 2 bagels, the little tin of beans, some butter, and I should probably double this one, to be fair. I definitely had 2 servings of cheese. Oh God, 250 calories worth of cheese. And then for the whole day, 1,700. Not too shabby. Food so far: porridge, chicken, broccoli and pasta, and a black Americano, which was disgusting, so I added milk, and it is still disgusting. But yay, low-cal. So I feel like I haven't filmed much in the last few days. In fact, the last thing I filmed was my very short cardio workout on Tuesday evening, and then my very proud moment when I didn't order pizza. The last 2 days I've been so tired, and I think this is why. So I worked out that there's 12 weeks until we go to New York, and I've got it all, well, you can't really tell, but I'm putting like week commencing what, and then Wednesday through. Okay, so I've got my week starting on a Wednesday, finishing on a Tuesday. We leave on a Wednesday, that's why. So like this whole week was completely full. I did upper body, then swimming, then legs, and then chest and shoulders, and then legs, and then 5-3-1 shoulders and back, and then Tuesday was like the cardio session. Wednesday and Thursday this week I did nothing because I was exhausted and so tired I wanted to cry. And now it's Friday and I'm gonna go and train legs. And I wanted to try do something active every single day, whether it was like just a swim or just a little bit of cardio, but for some reason yesterday and the day before I was just so tired, which has something to do with doing a shit ton more exercise than I was, and also tracking my calories, which I'm doing on my fitness pal at the moment, and I'm aiming for 1,800 or less. I don't know whether maybe I should aim for 2,000 if I'm training every single day, but then there's days that I'm not training, so I don't know. So I'm going to continue to aim for 1,800 for now and see if I can get over the like tired, depleted feeling. I watched Natasha Ocean's what was it? I halved my calories for a week. This is what happened. So she went from normally like 2,800 calories down to like 1,400 calories or something. And she said the main thing was that she was tired and exhausted and didn't want to use like energy. So like instead of walking up the escalator, she would stop and stand, or like if she could sit down, she would. Whereas normally she'd be happy like just standing up and whatever. I think that's similar to how I've been feeling. Like I've been during these workouts I managed to push really hard, but outside of my workouts I've not been like energetic and positive. I felt quite tired and like I'd almost say run down the last couple of days. So I need to try and work out a point where I'm in a calorie deficit and therefore losing body fat, but also I have enough energy that I'm not miserable. And if you watched any or some of my Gymshark 66, I was really good at sharing how I felt with the camera. Like I was so good at telling you how tired I was or how hungry I was, and I just felt like I moaned so much, and I don't want to do that in this sort of like cut for New York. I don't want to moan as much. I want it to be a lot more positive and motivational. So I need to find like what's going to make me feel like positive and motivational. So it's Friday night, it's 8 o'clock, I'm about to go to the gym. Oh, I need to leave like 10 minutes ago. Anyway, so I'm going to go to the gym. I've got time to train tonight and then tomorrow morning and Sunday night, so I need to not be knackered. I want to do a little bit of legs, so I'm just going to see what's free and then see what happens. But I'm going to put the workout in here, probably with a voiceover, because I feel like I've not done a workout voiceover in absolutely ages. So yes, so the gym for a Friday night was surprisingly busy, but of course there was a little bit of room in the stretching area, So I just did a mini sun salutation. Normally I spend a lot longer, but I was kind of just raring to go. So I essentially did a reach up, a roll down, step back into downward dog, pull forwards into a plank and into up dog, and then into child's pose, and that was literally it. So really shoddy warm up. I recommend doing more, but I was just feeling it, and so that is all I did. From there I went onto the hip abduction machine and I did 10 sets of 10. This is totally inspired by Hannah Oberg, who did a whole leg session of 10 sets of 10, which is German volume training. You're supposed to go heavy enough that you can definitely feel it, but your first 4 sets aren't supposed to be awful because you need to get through 10 sets, of course. My last 3 sets were pretty damn awful, and I was really trying to go as slow as I could and really focusing on pulling my knees out using my glutes. So as you know, glute training, the more you squeeze, the better. It's all about mind-muscle connection. 10 sets of 10. And then I wanted to squat, and probably wasn't the best idea to do 5-3-1 after just doing 10 sets of 10 on the hip abduction machine, but I could definitely feel that my glutes were activating when I squatted. So kind of good. Maybe don't do 10 sets before squatting, but it was, yeah, pretty good. So this day was 3 warm-up sets and then 3 sets of 5. So this is 57.5, which felt pretty good. My second set was 67.5, which to be honest felt quite heavy today. And then my last one was 77.5, which again felt heavy. So normally that should not feel heavy for me, but I haven't consistently been squatting. So I'm doing the 5-3-1 program just to get my consistency back mainly, and I just like feeling strong and seeing that number go up. So yes. So from there I went on to kickbacks, and I was going to do 10 sets of 10, but ended up doing 6 sets of 12 instead, mainly because 10 didn't feel like enough. I couldn't lift heavy with good form. I don't know, I had to go slightly lighter and slightly more reps. And I put the cable slightly higher up, and I saw that in someone's YouTube video, I can't remember whose, but it feels so much better than the cable being at the bottom. For me personally, I did a couple of sets with the cable here, a couple of sets with the cable lower, and then chose to put it back up here. So it's almost, I would say it's like mid-thigh height, maybe even hip height. And it's so much more comfortable. You don't actually have to be as bent over. Yeah, I recommend giving it a try, put the cable slightly higher. And 6 sets of 12 was absolutely horrible. I just went back to back sets and it was really hard. I've got my hand occasionally on my stomach or my hips so that I keep my hips as still as possible. That is so that the movement comes from that glute and the glute only. But yeah, you want this to be as isolated as possible, so make sure you feel really stable when you do your kickbacks. From there I went into almost at finishes, so I did 2 sets of 10 single leg Romanian deadlifts, 10 Romanian deadlifts with my feet together, and then 10 sumo Romanian deadlifts. So I did that twice. I was really trying to push my hips as far back as possible and focusing on squeezing my glutes as I come up. I know a lot of people like to focus on their hamstrings when they Romanian deadlift, but I just like to focus on my glutes on absolutely everything. So 10 single leg Romanian deadlifts, 10 narrow stance Romanian deadlifts, and 10 sumo stance Romanian deadlifts. It takes took me about 2.5-3 minutes per set. So by the end of it, my glutes really were on fire and my heart rate was really high. So I like to finish my workouts like this with something that really burns. So yeah, like a burnout set, but there is another burnout set after this as well. So this is lying on the mat and starting with 10 frog pumps. So this is feet together, knees wide. I'm sure you've done these before. And then 10 regular glute bridges. Take your feet pretty wide and focus on pushing your knees out. And then 10 single leg bridges on each side. Now this is sped up for, times 4. So that shows how slow
I'm actually moving. I'm making sure that each one is as high as possible. Not that it looks like it. Oh my god, on my single legs. Each one as high as bloody possible and squeezing as hard as possible. So for my single legs, I have to start at the top and then take one leg off so I know where my hips need to be. I find it hard to really tuck my hips under when I do single legs, so that's my focus, is really trying to flatten my lower back and pull my pubic bone sort of towards my face with that pelvic tilt there. With the frog pumps, let your knees fall out and you will feel that really big squeeze. And then on your regular ones, really push into your heels and push your knees out. Sorry about the noise. And then on the single leg ones, again, just squeeze as hard as possible. So that is 2 sets to finish there, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. In fact, all your finishes are 10, 10, 10. I will write the whole workout in the description box, but that is it. And that is the end of this video. Thank you so, so much for watching. I will see you in my next one. And until then, stay happy and healthy, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!